Hello, this is Raina with LYLO Crafts coming on today with a tutorial video on how to make one of these mini books. And you'll be making this mini book without any dies or special tools. So let's go ahead and let me show you what the mini book looks like. It's just got a cover with some ribbon. It has a pocket, it has 2 tags on the inside, it has 1 flip page, and then it has an envelope with another flip up. And okay, you're going to need a few pieces of paper. So you need to cut 1 piece 8 inches in length by 5 inches in height, and double-sided paper does work best for this. You need 1 piece that is 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches, and a third piece of paper that is 2 3/4 inches in length by 3 inches in height. And then you're going to need 2 scrap pieces for tags. So one that is approximately 2 inches in length by 3.5 inches in height, and another one that's about 2 inches in length by 4 inches in height. And then I'm going to be using a little envelope. You can make one yourself, or you can put a pocket on the back. And that is, my envelope measures about 3 3/4 inches in length and 2 3/4 inches in height. And then you're going to need 2 project life cards, or 2 pieces of paper that measure 4 inches by 3 inches. You'll need some washi tape, you'll need some glue, and you'll need a hole puncher and a corner rounder. That's optional. The corner rounder is definitely optional. And the glue that I'm using for today is this glue that I've been getting at the Dollar Tree. It's made by Beacon, and it's called Foam and Poster Adhesive. So let's go ahead and jump on in. And the first thing you're going to do is take your 8.5 inches by 5 inches piece of paper, and you're going to fold it in half. And you can see mine is double-sided. And so I'm going to put the flowers on the outside. So I'm just going to fold this in half and crease it down. So I've got my first piece here. My second piece is going to go inside here, and this is the 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches piece. I'm going to use my corner rounder that's small, so the 1/4 inch side. And this is a We Are Memory Keepers crocodile. It's like a corner chomper. And so I'm just going to do the 2 corners that are going to be on the inside. And then I'm going to also round all of the corners of the outside piece. Now what you're going to do is get your washi tape out, and you're going to just grab off a piece, and all I do is just measure it about the length, and you want to do it about halfway in so that there's room to be able to have it be, be sticky inside the paper. And I just cut it so that it's nice and straight. And if you want, you can even angle it slightly. I'm going to stick this on in, and all I'm going to do is line it up on the bottom part right here and on the top. Okay, so you can see I've just pressed that on down. I'm going to flip my paper over, and I'm going to do the same thing, which is I'm going to approximately measure my washi tape out here. It's about like that. I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to put it on down. There we go. So that's all you need to do to put your middle page in. My album here. We're going to make this pocket right here. So this is the piece of paper that is 2 3/4 by 3 inches. All I'm going to do is glue this down, because you don't need, you could make a gusset for it, but you don't need it to be too thick, because you're only going to put 2 tags in here. Now, if you wanted to make it thicker, then if you wanted to put thicker items in here or more items in here, you'd have to make it, maybe make a gusset. So on this, all I'm going to do is put it down, maybe about 1/4 inch from the bottom. And all I did was put glue on the sides and the bottom. So you just want to leave the top open so that a tag will fit inside. For the back page, we're going to flip that over, and then I just have this little craft envelope that a crafty friend gave to me. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue it onto the back. So I'm going to line it up just slightly in from the edge of the card, but still making sure that it can fold over, that our booklet can fold over here. So now what I'm going to do is take one of my Project Life cards and I'm going to glue that to the envelope front. So what I'm going to do is actually just place the glue on the envelope flap first. And this is just the one that you want to put on the front. So there we go. And then I'm going to flip the envelope flap up. And then I'm going to apply glue to the entire square, or rectangle, excuse me. Now make sure you don't go over this fold line, otherwise your envelope won't close. I'm going to take my second Project Life card, and I'm using this one that has the polka dots on it to line up here again. I'm going to line it right on up with the previous Project Life card. And then all I'm going to do is push. So you can see, there we go. We've got our flip up. One of my scrap pieces of paper right inside. You can put the edges, you can just cut them off on a square, however you would like to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that journaling card in there, and you can put ephemera in there or anything else, all taken care of. And now we have this tab, and you can use anything that you want for a tab. So on this one, I actually had like a tab die that I used, but for today, I'm just going to use 2 pieces of paper to make the tab. And the size that I'm using today, which is a little bit bigger than what I had on my example, is this little piece is approximately 2.5 inches in length, just shy of that, and 1.25 inches in height. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the edge. I cut a separate piece of paper out. So I'm just going to go and I'm going to leave room for the tab on the bottom to attach to the paper with the glue. So I'm going to glue the top 2 pieces together first. Make sure those are nice and square. And then I'm going to take my corner rounder again, and I'm just going to go over the corners since the paper I cut. Okay, so now I've got a little opening in here, and all I'm going to do is place glue on both the top and the bottom so that it has room to adhere to this flip page. And you just push it on down. You can place it anywhere you would like. Okay. There we go. All right, perfect. And so now we've got the tags to put into the pocket. And so I just cut out one of the journaling cards from the paper that I'm using. And then also, so these ones are the 2 scraps for the tag. One that is 2 inches by 4 inches in height. That's this one. And one that is 2 inches by 3.5 inches in height. And that's this one. Now, again, if you want to round the corners, you can. Or you can see on this one, I have squared off or diagonally cut edges on this one. So let's say we're going to do that. So we're just going to take one and we are going to cut on the diagonal. Then we're just going to grab that little piece and we're going to line that up on the other side. And we're going to use that as our guide to go ahead and cut the other side. And now you've got matching sides. So you can do that on your other. All right. Now all I'm going to do is just eyeball it, and I'm going to punch a hole in the center of the tag so that I can attach my ribbon. So there's one hole, and if you're going to use fatter ribbon, you want a fatter hole. So I've got my 2 holes punched in here, and so I'm just going to use a scrap piece of ribbon that I have. I don't know about you, but I've got all these little like end of roll ribbons, and so I'm going to use that one for this orange tag. And you can literally use anything you would like. So you can use string or jute or twine, and you can tie it off any way. So this first one, all I'm going to do is just tie this in a knot. So I've got one, and then I'm going to tie it once more. And 2. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut the end on an angle. So there's 1, and this one makes 2. So here is my first tag that slides right on in, and what I love is that it sticks up because that looks so pretty when you look at it from the outside. Okay, now to make this one with the tulle bow up here, you need about 20 inches of tulle. And so I'm just going to go ahead and thread mine through. And then you're just going to tie it like you tie your shoe. So let's see which side is longer. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tie this off. Then I'm just going to make a loop, and I'm going to go around, and then I want to make sure that the polka dots are showing because mine has a gold on one side, and I want to make sure the gold polka dots are showing. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'm just going to fuss with the bow just a little bit, and what I'm doing is just trying to pull the ends so they stick up. Okay, so you can see that's what that looks like. And then all I'm going to do is just trim this off. And again, I'm just cutting on a slight angle. There we go. And then I'm just going to stick this on in to my pocket. Okay, and so now I've got my stacked bows, and I think my tool might be just a little bit too long, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut that again. Okay, so we've got our whole booklet put together. All we need now is just the ribbon closure, and then you can decorate it. So for the ribbon closure, I'm using this iridescent polka dotted ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby, and this ribbon is 24 inches in length. So all I'm going to do is just measure this out so that the ribbons are about even right here. And then I'm just going to use my glue, and I'm just going to literally glue it down. So I'm just putting some glue in the center, and I'm not going quite to the edge. And this glue, it doesn't even show through on my ribbon. So that's working great. And I'm going to make sure I'm under my tab so that doesn't get bent over. Then I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm just going to, again, put some glue right here. And we're just going to line our ribbon up. There we go. Apply some pressure. And there you have it. That is your whole mini album. And now all you have to do is decorate the front. And what I did was I just put a sentiment, and I folded my crepe paper not quite in half. And so I have a double layered rosette, and I just folded that. And then I added one of the bows that I cut out from the BB Craft die. So here is my original project, and here is the project that we made together. I hope you will use this to share with a crafty friend or document something that's going on in your life. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you subscribe, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye-bye.